Most people think that to be understood, they must speak. They believe that by explaining their motives, defending their choices, and broadcasting their dreams, they are building a bridge to success. They feel an itch, an almost uncontrollable urge, to make sure everyone around them validates their direction. But the truly successful know a secret that the world often forgets. Explanation is a leak. Every time you try to justify your path to someone who isn't walking it, you lose a bit of the energy required to actually reach the destination. You are trading your momentum for a moment of social comfort. Today, we're looking at the art of strategic silence. We're going to explore why the most powerful move you can make isn't a loud declaration. It's the quiet work that speaks for itself. Meet Elias. Elias is an architect of his own life. He has a goal, a project that requires his focus at 5 in the morning every single day. When his peers ask why he's leaving the party early or why he's skipping the Friday night burnout, Elias doesn't give a lecture on productivity. He doesn't explain his 5-year plan or his desire for financial freedom. Why? Because he knows that explanation invitations are often traps. When you explain yourself to people who don't share your vision, you give them the opportunity to project their fears onto you. They ask if you're sure. They tell you life is for living. They warn you about burnout because they are afraid of your progress reflecting their own stagnation. The lesson is simple. Successful people don't seek permission to be different. They understand that their why is personal property. If you give it away for free to everyone who asks, it loses its value. Silence is the barrier that keeps other people's doubts out of your workshop. Why do we feel the need to talk so much? It's a biological drive for tribal acceptance. We want the group to know we aren't a threat, so we explain our weird behaviors, like working on a side business or eating a strict diet. But high achievers resist this drive. They understand the identity signaling trap. When you tell someone, I'm going to start a multi-million-dollar company, your brain releases the same chemicals it would if you had actually done it. You get a social reality hit. You feel like a winner before you've even broken a sweat. By staying silent, you keep that tension alive. That internal pressure becomes the fuel that drives you to work when no one is watching. If you vent that pressure through talking, you'll find yourself sitting on the couch, satisfied with the idea of success, while the reality of it remains miles away. Think of your goals like seeds. A seed needs the dark, pressurized environment of the soil to crack open and grow. If you keep digging it up to show people how it is doing, it will never take root. Silence outperforms talking in 4 specific everyday scenarios. First, the pivot. When you're changing careers, starting a new fitness journey, or adopting a new philosophy, don't announce the change. Embody it. Let people wonder why you look different, why you act different, and why your energy has shifted. Second, the mistake. When you mess up, the instinct is to provide a list of excuses. The traffic was bad, or I didn't have the right tools. Successful people simply say, I'll have it fixed by tomorrow. They don't waste time narrating the failure. They spend that time engineering the solution. Results are the only apology that matters. Third, the boundary. When you say no to a request, a simple, I can't make that work, is more powerful than a 10-minute story about how busy you are. Over-explaining a no makes it look like a negotiation. A short, firm no is a boundary. Fourth, the victory. Even when you win, there is power in silence. Bragging invites envy and competition before you are ready to defend your position. Let your lifestyle be the evidence of your win, not your social media feed. There's a specific type of magnetism that comes from a person who doesn't feel the need to be the loudest in the room. This is quiet confidence. When you stop explaining, you stop seeking external validation. You transition from a performer to a producer. In a world of noise, the person who says the least often holds the most influence. People lean in when you speak because you don't waste your words. Instead of defending your lifestyle, try saying, it's just what's working for me right now. Instead of explaining your budget, try, I have other priorities tonight. Learn to let silence sit. Most people are uncomfortable with silence and will try to fill it by talking. Let them. You will learn more about their intentions than you ever would by talking over them. If someone asks a prying question, you don't owe them an entry into your private world. A slight smile and a change of subject shows that your life is not a public exhibit. When you tell the world your plans, you give the world a yardstick to measure you by. You create a debt of expectation. Now, you aren't just working for yourself. You're working to avoid the embarrassment of failing in front of everyone you told. This creates a hidden layer of stress. But when you work in silence, you are free. You can experiment. You can fail. You can change your mind without having to explain the flip-flop to your neighbors or your followers. Silence gives you the room to be wrong, which is the only way to eventually be right. Eventually, the silence breaks, not by your words, but by your reality. The architect didn't have to explain why he was waking up early once the building was finished. The neighbors didn't need a presentation on his work ethic once the structure was towering over the street. The results shouted for him. By protecting your energy, you move faster. You aren't carrying the weight of everyone else's opinions. You are light, focused, and dangerous to your own limitations. You become a black box. People see what goes in, and they see the incredible results that come out, but they don't need to know the mechanics of how you did it. Your life is not a trial, and you are not on the witness stand. You don't need to build a case for why you want to be better, wealthier, or healthier. This week, try a social experiment. For the next 30 days, keep your biggest goal a complete secret. Don't tell your best friend. Don't tell your parents. Don't post a teaser on Instagram. The next time you feel the urge to justify a personal choice, catch yourself. Swallow the explanation. Let the mystery remain. You will find that the less you say, the more power you actually have. The more you leak your plans, the less pressure you have to execute them. Build in the dark. Let your success be the noise. While everyone else is busy narrating their lives, you'll be busy living yours. Stay quiet. Stay focused. Let them wonder. If this message resonated with you, leave a period in the comments. No explanation needed. Subscribe for more insights on the mindset of the exceptional. Until next time, stay quiet and stay focused.